What is happening, everybody? It's the Miami Football Fanatic here again, and today we got some more surprise free agency news regarding the Dolphins. We've signed veteran wide receiver from the Patriots, Danny Amendola. Incredibly surprising move, especially after signing Albert Wilson. He came from the Chiefs, especially Albert Wilson being seen as more of a slot receiver. As a guy who can make things happen on the outside, but I don't know. Bit of a surprise move. Like, I don't really think we needed Danny Amendola, but obviously the Dolphins really appreciate his veteran presence that he'll bring, and just that Patriots pedigree that he'll be bringing over. So the deal's 2 years, $12 million with $8.25 million in guarantees. So not too bad. We only owe him $8 million the next 2 years. So if things don't go right the first year, we can go ahead and cut him, and I think we'll be right in terms of the cap. But yeah, like I said, it's a really surprising move, especially because I thought Leonte Carroo was going to take a step forward this season, but obviously they don't have much confidence in him to make that big jump in his third year, or for some reason just wanted to jump on these veteran wide receivers, especially a guy like Danny Amendola. He's got a tremendous amount of experience the last 3-4 years with the Patriots. Tom Brady's security blanket, along with Julian Edelman, those guys just dominating in the slot and making the Patriots the most dynamic offense this past season, and a dynamic offense for the past 3 or 4 years. Their offense has just been clicking like crazy. They get the ball out quick, and Danny Amendola has been a big part of that. Obviously wanted to come down to the Dolphins because he's sick of taking pay cuts. Belichick's just asking him to take pay cuts every single year to stay with the Patriots and Brady, and he's obviously he's fed up with it. I'm sure the Patriots wanted him back, but they'll probably only offer him like the veteran's minimum, maybe something like $1.5 million, and he had enough of that, and just wanted to bring his talents down to South Beach, as they say. But yeah, at 32 years old, he's still got a lot of juice. He's still got the speed and quickness. As you can see at the start of the video, that was from the 2017 season. And he's still got that juice to make it happen on punt returns. As you can see, he's making that, doing his thing in traffic and just blasting through the defenders on special teams. And Danny Amendola obviously still has that speed to get it done. He runs tremendous routes. I mean, he's a guy who's got a lot of experience. Being 32 years old now, and I think he's going to work really well on this offense. I think he's going to be great with Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill does great with intermediate passes, as we know. Even though he did improve in 2016 with his deep passes, he really works well throwing between the 15, 20 to 30-yard range. And Danny Amendola, that's his specialty, working in the slot. He can make things happen here and there on the outside, but he's mostly seen as a slot wide receiver, and that's where his skills fit perfectly. Just all the moves. He's kind of a jitterbug in there. He really knows how to make guys miss, and just does a tremendous job making it happen after the catch, and does a great job breaking tackles in the open field. But kind of a surprising move, because there's a good and bad to this, good and bad implications to this acquisition. I mean, it's good that we got a veteran like Amendola, a guy that can come in and we know who's going to contribute and be an awesome weapon for Tannehill. But on the other side, I really want to see Jakeem Grant working in the slot and the outside, getting more of a chance. It's going to be a bit harder now with Albert Wilson, but I really want to see Leonte Carroo do his thing. I mean, he was a beast at Texas Tech. For some reason, his first 2 years, he really hasn't put it together and hasn't been able to get on the field. And now with Amendola and Wilson in, supposedly going to be signing tomorrow, it's going to be so hard for Carroo to get in and get snaps. So I don't know. It's going to be his third year, so hopefully maybe his third year, if Amendola's gone after this season, Carroo can really make his statement in his fourth year and show what a dynamic NFL wide receiver he can be. But yeah. So in review, 2 years, it's worth 12 million, but only 8.25 mil. So not a huge financial commitment. But obviously the Dolphins just wanted more weapons on offense. No idea why we haven't tried to go out and sign a linebacker yet. I mean, we're being linked to Zach Brown, but I haven't actually looked it up what Tahir Whitehead's done. Maybe he's re-signed with the Lions or what, but I haven't seen what he's done. I really think we should have gone after him, but maybe he would just really want to go back to the Lions. I'll have to look that up. What Tahir Whitehead's situation is, and Navarro Bowman and those linebackers. Haven't heard much from those guys, but usually how free agency goes is the big splash skill players get signed in the first couple of days, and then the other positions kind of filter out as free agency goes on, like the offensive line and the D linemen, defensive ends, and linebackers and things like that. So have to wait and see how that plays out, because I really just wanted us to sign a linebacker, maybe a guard or a tight end, but all we've done now is sign 2 wide receivers, and well, obviously now we're not going to be drafting a wide receiver, because I was looking at a couple of guys. I really liked Christian Kirk and Deshaun Hamilton, Anthony Miller, DJ Chark. There was a number of guys I really liked in this draft, but if we were to draft a wide receiver this year, it would just show how incredibly stupid and inept the team is. We've got a glut of wide receivers now, and it'd just be absolute stupidity to grab another one. We really need a tight end. We need a linebacker. We need another guard. Obviously, tackle's going to be fine now with Jawan James coming back, and we need a true free safety, and hopefully, yeah, like I said, they don't go ahead and just continue with these stupid moves. I mean, the team just feels like they're going in circles. A couple of years ago, they're saying they want alpha males, and what do? They get rid of Jarvis Landry and Adama Sue and Jay Ajayi. The team really has to make up their mind, and I really don't see what we're doing at this point. If we want to try and win next year, I mean, what are we going to do? We got Ryan Tannehill as our quarterback, and I'm sorry to tell you guys, but with Tannehill, he really isn't taking us to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, or probably isn't giving us. There's only a slim chance we get a playoff win with Tannehill as our starter, but we'll just have to see how the season plays out next year. We'll see what kind of weapons he gets. Hopefully, we get a nice dynamic tight end. Hayden Hurst is at the top of my list. Going to be doing a video soon on tight ends coming out in this year's draft, but no idea what the Dolphins are doing signing Wilson and Amendola, but he's a nice acquisition, a nice veteran wide receiver who can help in many facets, returning and helping over in the middle of the field, and obviously bringing that Patriots pedigree over, and hopefully bringing some secrets over, and just teaching the Dolphins how to beat the Patriots, and how the Patriots have been attacking us the past few seasons, because they have just been lighting us up for years now, and hopefully Amendola can help in that regard to let us get on a similar playing field to the Patriots, which I highly doubt. As long as Mike Tannenbaum's in charge, that guy is just an absolute goon. He's a gimp, and he has no idea what he's doing. So yeah, there you go. That's my take. I really think Chris Grier should be calling the shots, and he should just be surrounded by solid football guys who kind of act as assistants and help him out in whatever way, whatever regard he needs. Chris Grier needs to be our true GM. I mean, he's labeled as a GM, but the guy isn't a GM. I mean, you never see him sitting with Stephen Ross when he's sitting up in his suite. It's always Tannenbaum right there next to him, with that little chitter chatter and just talking about whatever they're talking about. I mean, both guys are obviously clueless. Stephen Ross doesn't know the first thing about football. I mean, the guy hired Joe Philbin, for Christ's sakes, just because he was impressed with his football knowledge. So Mike Tannenbaum has no clue. Stephen Ross has no clue. We have to give the reins to Chris Greer, but that's a subject for another day. Video's gone a bit off topic to end it here, but I'm just confused by this signing, but not complaining. He definitely is going to help out if he can stay healthy. He's been a little bit injury prone the past few years, but he has managed to always start over 12 games a season. I mean, the most games he's missed the past couple of years has been 12 games, so that's pretty decent, unless he hasn't had any true major injuries. So looking forward to seeing him on the field next season. Alrighty guys, that's it for this one. Let me know as always what you think in the comment section. If you agree with the Amendola trade, if you agree with me that it's just a stupid move and you really want to see the younger players get a chance to shine. But yeah, make sure you let me know what you guys think. As always, fins up baby. See you guys in the next one.